After 2 weeks of emotional testimony, Richard Poplawski is sentenced to death for the murders of 3 Pittsburgh police officers. The sentencing phase of the trial began just yesterday, with family members of the fallen officers sharing memories that brought the courtroom to tears.
This event changed each and every one of our lives in a way that is probably not able to be articulated in words.
Though the shooting happened 2 years ago, the day's events are still fresh in the minds of those most affected.
I know for sure that the 3 officers are resting in peace, and I'm sure that they too are applauding that it is finally over.
The defense called Poplawski's family members to the stand, trying to convince the jury that his upbringing contributed to his behavior.
One wrong don't make a right. Who is any human being have the right to take another human being's life?
As a tribute to the families, officers lined the courtyard, marking the end of an emotional 8 days. Poplawski showed little emotion when the sentence was read. His attorney plans to appeal. For Channel 11 News, I'm Amanda Malkowski.
Carrick is the site of another cat hoarding incident. Neighbors began complaining about the stench coming from this house. The Humane Society came to investigate and found an 87-year-old man living in the filth.
The house is unfit for humans, animals, anyone. It's hard to breathe in there even with a mask. This is awful. This should not be.
The officers needed protective gear to enter the house. It was dark and infested with bugs. There was no electricity or running water. The man had been relieving himself in buckets.
Ammonia levels are really, really high. There's also human garbage and human waste in there, which makes it really dangerous. It's a health hazard.
The officers began bringing out cats in cages.
There's about 15 cats in there. That's our best estimate at this point. They're unhealthy. They are not tame. They're very wild, which we call feral, and they're scattering everywhere.
3 of the 15 cats have already been taken away. The Humane Society has set traps to capture the rest. Reporting from Carrick, I'm Laura Youngrice, Channel 11 News.
3 weeks ago, 2 bodies were found on this property. Today, the man police believe is responsible was arraigned. Colin Abbott was extradited from New Jersey today. Police believe he killed his father and stepmother, then burned their bodies on the family's Butler County property.
Relocated here from New Jersey, the New York City, corporate America, we'll say. So they were just wanting to, relax, enjoy their retirement.
He told family members that the 2 died in a car crash in New Jersey, but when the pieces didn't fit, they started asking questions.
I've spoken to the family members, so I have no idea why the family members would say that.
Court documents revealed today that Abbott forged his father's signature on a check for nearly $500,000. The check was dated June 6th, around the time that police believe Kenneth and Abbott Celeste died. Abbott remains in the Butler County Jail tonight. He's expected in court next week. For Channel 11 News, I'm Amanda Malkowski.